The Conservative Party are running out of money, and the political party system in this country has been undermined by the centralization of powers. Another day and another political party in trouble in the United Kingdom. It's not just the SNP running out of money or taking people's money. I'm not sure what they do with it, apart from Amazon accounts and obviously camper vans. It's not just the Labour Party who almost went bankrupt quite recently, a couple of years ago, under Jeremy Corbyn, and Keir Starmer had to make some changes. It's not just the Liberal Democrats who are just begging people by doing door knocking and asking for money instead of votes. It's actually even the Conservative Party, the so-called most successful party in history. So what's going on? Since Rishi Sunak took charge of the party with his close ally Jeremy Hunt, after the coup against Boris and then Liz Truss, the Conservative Party have lost a lot of party donors and a lot of support and a lot of members, and they don't really have any direction right now. There's a massive disconnect between the central office, CCHQ, and the local parties, local associations who have the grassroots Tories. Now, the grassroots of the party are more conservative leaning, but the central machine is run by the metropolitan liberal elite types. And you wonder why there's a big problem. So what's going on right now? They are in a massive deficit, the party, and they've decided to go to Santander, so another bank, this is Tory central office, CCHQ, to open a £2 million overdraft in Santander because donations have slumped amid infighting in the party. So donors are leaving the party. A lot of them have also moved to Reform UK. The party members have left. The rest of the members who exist, they don't really campaign anymore because they don't really have the energy. The morale is down. And so they need more money because the spending in the party is huge. It's absolutely crazy what they do. So inside the office, things are also changing because their staff keep changing every 10 minutes as well. That's also a big problem. Now, donations in the Conservative Party in the third quarter of last year, 2022, fell to their lowest level since 2020 due to ousting of the former Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Now, Boris, despite all his faults and everything else, he was popular among the members, amongst the party donors. They had a lot of money coming in, they had a lot of support coming in, manpower, activists, campaigners. All that's gone because these people did not vote for Rishi Sunak to become party leader. The Conservatives also repaid £2.38 million to the AIB Group Limited as part of the £2.5 million credit line opened with the Irish lender back in 2006. So it took them until now to just repay the whole thing back, just 6 days after securing the Santander loan. So this is basically managing decline. The Conservative Party are running the party like the country was being run in the 1970s under Callaghan and Ted Heath and those guys and Wilson. It's crazy. If you can't run your party, how can we expect you to run the country? These are the bright minds of the British politics. It makes no sense why we have to rely on these people now. The disconnect between the people who are running the central office and the rest of the party is a perfect metaphor, and you could use it as an analogy to show the disconnect between the centralized powers in Westminster, the Westminster bubble, and the rest of the country. It's ironically representative of the country, what's going on in the Conservative Party. Yet, they are still not waking up. Even though they're losing the big money, the same big money that's been funding the Tory party, and they're the same big funders and donors who've been calling the shots. They're losing them as well, just like how the Labour Party had some issues over the last few years with the top trade unions defunding the Labour Party because they were like, bring back Jeremy Corbyn, we don't want Keir Starmer. And they still have issues. You got BMA having a clash with West Streeting and Keir Starmer on a regular basis, saying these people are too right-wing. They believe Keir Starmer is right-wing. Oh, absolute chaos in British politics. Now, we're going to take a quick break. Speaking of losing money and bankruptcy, let's talk about, in the next video in half an hour, BLM. Do you remember BLM as an organization? Oh yeah. they are also facing bankruptcy. It's going to be beautiful. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.